Hello and welcome to the City of Vilcabamba. This is me finally getting on with it. Killed some wolves. Pretty tidily, so sorry for pausing when I was fighting. I'm not quite used to this recording and playing at the same time. I never said when I recorded the first bit, when I recorded the caves, why I wanted to do it when there's already a million. You know, I could watch the speedrunner play Tomb Raider 1 and save myself several hours. But for me, it's a bit of an archive using YouTube, so that I can see in years to come what these old games used to look like. Because possibly eventually, I mean, they do run now, but there may come a time when they don't work. And then this will be an archive. So do you think historically, I know games get bad press for all sorts of things, but eventually they'll be seen as any other bit of art, really. Storytelling like films. Got these bats. Whether that happens, it won't be. I'll probably never find out whether they'll look back with misty eyes and say, "Oh, remember those blocky graphics from Tomb Raider 1? They were revolutionary." So I'm going to try and show everything, try and get all the secrets, show all the little rooms, including this ridiculous burr room here. There's a room here that's stable, and in it is an unstable burr. So I'll save. And then we'll try and cheese it. Here we go. Cheesing time. Oh, for a small medipack. I know this game. I usually say quite well, but I probably know it very well. So it's not as if I'm going to run into trouble much. I will leave long spaces where I don't save and then die as a result. If you hold down the shoot button, she will actually just keep locked on. It's probably not far off dying, but we'll cheese him one last time. Come and get the cheese, Mr. Burr. Eventually. There he goes. So there's nothing else down here except a small medipack and a burr. Or a bear. Depending on your regional tilt. So this area, it's got quite a lot of bits to explore that aren't necessary, really. I think you don't actually need to come into this water. So for now we're going to turn right and hidden behind this pillar up here, then left again is the switch which keeps moving past. It's my I'll get this one first. So normally I'd pull that lever, not today though, obviously. Pull this one. I'm just conscious of how much air she's got left. You can do both, but you can't faff about like I did. So we'll dive back down. Make our way back over there. Try and get about the right height level. You can see the switch clipping through the artwork. a masterpiece, of course. Probably more to do with running it on these modern computers. So that has unlocked a room, unlocked a part of a room, so we can find the secret. And here we are, secret 1. With the chime, classic chime. So we'll end up with far too much ammo, far too many medipacks, but if I am going to run through it, it's not going to be a speed run. It'll probably be quite quick to someone who was running it blind. But there is some time to be, saved. If you, all I've come down here for is 2 secrets. So in your own playthrough, you could completely skip all this, just go straight to the, work your way through the level. So this room, the room with the weird, I don't know what they're meant to be, snake fountains, are they? I don't know. Got some chocolate bars. It's actually ammo. Looks like some sort of chocolate bar. And another small medipack. That's all there is in this room. So let's go and have a look at these hideous things. Yeah, they're obviously meant to be snakes, aren't they? Snake! Different game. So that's our 2 secrets found. This level has 3 secrets or 4. Well, we'll find out. I will collect them all. Remembering how many there are per level, it's not great doing that. There are lots of great websites that can help you out with your tomb raiding troubles. From all of them, a favourite one of mine is Stella's tomb raiding. She's the boss when it comes to Tomb Raider stuff. The location of all the secrets, all the pickups, all the enemies. It's just really, really good. Right, get this big medipack. Made the jump with the crumbly bridge. Of course I went quiet again because I was concentrating. Down we go. Of course, if you stand on the crumbly bridge and it drops, this is a push and pull block. You just pull the block and obviously climb up and get your big medipack. I don't know why I'm doing it like a walkthrough. So this tends to take ages, pushing and pulling blocks. Especially when I stop to have a drink. So I did originally play the game when it came out. Unlike a lot of people on YouTube, I was already an adult when I played this game. It's a bat somewhere. I think there are 3 bats you can trigger. So we get an idol. Throw me the idol, throw you the whip. And we also get a key. There's a lot of keys in early Tomb Raider games. Key items. We'll need that for the end of the level. Climb up here. Trigger another bat. I'll trigger the 3rd. And just for fun, there's one in here as well. Trigger him. Oh, 2 bats, sorry. Didn't count. In this dark corner is a medipack. I'm probably going to brighten the video up a bit because the Tomb Raider one is very dark. You know, not like Mills and Boone dark, just dark. Right, so we've got the key, we've got the idol. We'll work our way through. I mean, it's obviously, Tomb Raider's obviously heavily influenced by Indiana Jones. But rather than having a male protagonist, we've got a female. Right. So there are blowpipes. Got them close to that one. I think there's one on each side. Can't quite see from there. I'm going to try a bit of a tactic here. It's probably not going to work. Right, can I see it now? Oh yeah, I can move forward a little bit. Right, I'll try a standing jump to get to the arch. Should work. Alright, wolf on the right. She's going to bite me now. Wasn't quick enough. Wolf on the left. So if you don't run too far into this room, you won't trigger. There are other wolves. Three other wolves, I think. One on the left hand side there. Just having a lovely sleep. Nobody likes being woken up, so he becomes ultra aggressive. 3. And there are the 3 wolves. I'm not blowing Lara's house down today. Right, so there's a taste of things to come. We get a bit of platforming, but luckily, in these early levels, they decide that the fates for making a pig's ear of you climbing is you fall in the water. There's nothing in the water. Well, Lara's in the water, but there's no items to pick up in the water. But a little bit of a swim. So it's just your usual get you used to the levels. What you know for a fact later on there's going to be a similar type of climbing thing where it's just solid ground. But of course, once it becomes lethal to fall off, it doesn't really matter what it is you're falling into, because it's lethal to fall off. So if you fall off and it's ground, you should just die because she falls too far. I suppose there's a chance she could survive. Horrible bat right above the arch of the door. But then of course if you fall in later in levels into lava, it's all over. I'm going to try not to just keep, because there's no limit to how often you can save. Obviously in the original on console they had the blue crystals. I did think about doing it or playing the game, looking where the blue crystals are on console and just having those as my save points, checkpoints. But you'd have to run through the entire game or watch a console playthrough of it. I just thought it was, as long as I keep the saves down, saving every 2 seconds, it doesn't matter. Should I have any really bad bouts of dying all the time? But I know where most of the dangerous parts are, so I can just save as I go. You can take fall damage climbing down here if you're not careful. I think it's lower down on this side, so she doesn't fall as far. She's a couple of animations for landing. She will just land flat and she's fine, and you can shoot when she lands like that. But sometimes if she falls too fast, she'll bend her knees, as you would. Shatter your shins. Shatter your shins. So again, a room with water and a lot of crumbly bridge. It's probably easier. Oop, put the guns away. Probably easier to just clear out the crumbly. Because if you fell off and you landed on the crumbly bridge, you'd take damage, whereas if you landed in the water, you wouldn't. So again, we get to climb up. We can quickly trigger these by rolling off and on, which means that she will walk to the edge. If the crumbly bridge is there and you try and use the walk button, she will just walk onto it. So again, these rooms are pretty similar to one another. I'll just shimmy along a bit. I mean, when it was brand new, these sort of corner-to-corner jumps and moving her in mid-air, we knew really it was quite a thing. Like a lot of technological advancements. Oh, there's nothing around here except a wall to run into. This opens the third corridor. And then we climb back down or do the safety drops. You can just step off, but obviously the further she falls, the more damage she takes. There's nothing else on this rooftop. So of course the ancient Incas, the ancient Mayans, I'm not even really sure who they're supposed to be, enjoyed a good pressure plate and swinging lethal item. So we'll save again. But as long as you're over to one side, you shouldn't have much trouble with this. Just run, stop on the pressure plate. Once it goes past, run, so on and so forth. Well, this must be the lever to the end of the game. Door you can see through. Very nice. It's quite a thing in gaming as well. And pull the lever. Oh no. So she drops down and you can swim up to a pool. Fortunately, this room's not empty. They've got someone to greet you. Old gentle Ben there. Oh, standing up. Had nothing to eat for hundreds of years. However long he's supposed to have been here. So at the minute, that's the most dangerous thing. Is old Ben there will maul Lara's face off. So what we do is we make our way up to where we can see over. We can actually open the end door. And the only advantage to killing the bear, because if you were speedrunning now, that's it. The door's open at the end, so she could. It's possible to drop down, run in, use the item, get mauled by a bear. You just end up with some funny angles. Oh, look, he's upstairs. I don't think I've ever seen him run about upstairs. So there's a first for the old Let's Play. And he's dead. And he's the final enemy of the level. You could safety drop, but there's a pool of water, so we can just drop into that. quite clever, this room, because if you just climbed out, you know, fought the bear, so it's probably expect you to run all the way up these stairs. Oh, there's a lever, and you think, oh, this will open the end of the level. You throw it, and all it does is stop the swinging sides. Possibly just to make it easier to go back and get secrets you've missed, if you've missed any. Speaking of secrets, there's an alcove that's not quite what it seems. It'll look a little bit like this, except this one looks a bit different because there's a little secret hidden at the back. There was the falling so far that she bent her knees. No, are these? Are the extra long curly whirlies? No. Ammo. So we've got 2 shotgun shells, 2 magnum clips, look at that, and 2 curly whirlies, Uzi clips. So, because it all looks so identical, we found our way out. Past Gentle Ben, who wasn't very gentle at all, really. You can either go back down the stairs again. You can do a safety drop. I think if you just run off the edge, I think she may take damage. Put the idol in the hole, so to speak. The door opens. We run through. And that's the City of Vilcabamba. Thank you very much. So next time we move on to the one with the dinosaurs. Lost Valley, I think it's called. See you next time.